During these unprecedented times, it's important to support individuals who are taking steps to positively impact others. That's why Colgate is launching the Colgate Optimism Project, the new campaign identifying 6 young leaders to be mentored by the most decorated Olympian of all time, one Michael Phelps. And that Michael Phelps is joining us live right now. Michael, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining the show. So how are you helping young leaders put their optimism and their ideas here into action?
Well, honestly, I was asked about this, and when I first heard, I wanted a part of it. I mean, this is something that is so incredible to see. It sends chills up my body every time I talk about it. When you think about these 6 individuals that we've selected, and what they're doing in their community, they're making change and helping us move forward. During this time where it's, there's so many unknowns, so many challenges. Their goals and their dreams, they're getting out there and they're doing it, and they're not letting anybody stop them. So for me, it's something that's so exciting to watch, because it's exactly what I did throughout my career. And this time is a challenging time. We don't know what to expect.
And all the more reason for us to highlight and shine a light on those who are doing really good things, Michael. What are some of the ideas that these individuals came up with, and what sort of resources will they have access to?
Well, if you think, some of them, they're helping homeless people. They're helping people get supplies they need to just survive. There's another one of the individuals is screen printing 3D masks and things that we need to survive. So if you think about it, the biggest thing I can't get over is there are so many things that are holding us back to moving forward, or so many unknowns. And these kids are pushing through these barriers like no tomorrow. Being able to say, I guess, I think back when somebody said to me that something was impossible, I would laugh about it. I would just say, okay, watch. And that's what these kids are doing. And there are hundreds and thousands of kids like this all over the country and all over the world that are doing amazing things. But these 6 right here, it's mind blowing to see.
Absolutely. And Michael, let's talk about some advice right here. Obviously a lot of us have had crazy challenges this year, or, throughout the most of our life. What advice do you share to a lot of these younger, inspirational people out there? From your perspective, what advice do you have for them?
One of the things that I brought up to these 6 individuals was the word can't. My coach took that word out of my vocabulary at a very young age, and it's just such a negative word. So for me, I challenge the members to take that out, because when you say you can't do something, you're making that choice up, right? So at that point, move on to something. And if we look at what the Gen Zers in particular are doing right now, is they're pushing through this, and they're saying absolutely anything is possible. They're not letting anybody tell them they can't do something and they won't do something. They're going out there and proving that nothing will hold them back from making a serious change in their community.
Michael, we got to ask, obviously this year has been so crazy with the pandemic. You've kept yourself very busy. You've got 3 sons. Your oldest is 4. I got to ask, how have you been keeping sane throughout this entire pandemic?
I'll be the first to admit, I've been struggling, almost every day. There are little small tidbits of every day where I struggle just to put one foot in front of the other. So, for me, I every single morning, I try to be the best me that I can. And I'm somebody who's very routine driven. So for me, it's making sure I get that me time. So I need to work out. I need to have some peace and quiet, whatever it might be. I need to make sure I'm doing that throughout the day, because if I'm not, then I'm not able to, to fulfill my duties of being a father, being a husband, being a friend, being a hard worker. I got to take care of those things. If my glass is half full, then I can't give it to everybody else.
Yeah. By the way, mustache. Love the mustache. Keep the mustache going, Michael. I would wear one too if I could. Michael Phelps, great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us, Michael.